All right, fight fans, we move to our second bout of the evening. This fight is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the Front Street Fights Amateur Super Lightweight Division. Let's meet our fighters first. Fighting out of the blue corner to my left, standing in with a record of 1 win against 3 defeats. He stands in at 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 163.5 pounds. Fighting out of Twin Falls, Idaho, representing Hydra Shock MMA. Please welcome Tim No Soul Cameron. And fighting out of the red corner to my right, with an even record of 2 wins against 2 defeats, standing at 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 164.3 pounds. Fighting out of Layton, Utah, representing Koa Kingdom. Please welcome Tyler Trantham. Our referee, once again, when the action begins, is Rulin Day.
Getting ready for the second bout of the evening, a super lightweight bout between Tim No Soul Cameron and Tyler Trantham. Referee Rulin Day signifies we are underway, and here we go.
Nice right cross there.
You're seeing it right off the bat from Tim Cameron. You've seen it a couple of times. He's a very fast fighter.
Tyler's got double underhooks, it looks like. If he can lock his hands, it's going to be really bad for Tim. Keeps driving those hips forward, driving his hands, and you see the hands lock right now. Oh.
Good takedown by Tim Cameron.
Tyler gets back to half guard, gets right back up, and he needs to throw his arm over his shoulder.
Good.
Nice.
All right, Tyler Trantham.
Now, if Tim holds on to that, there's actually a thing called a Von Flue choke, where the guy on top getting choked can turn it into like an arm triangle choke on top. So if he could persist with that guillotine inside control, you might see Tyler pull that out. It's called a Von Flue choke, named after a guy that pulled it off in the UFC.
Learn something new from you every time.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to what I was mentioning earlier, in the 2 losses that Tim Cameron has suffered here, Front Street Fights 12 against Colton Amos, and back at Front Street Fights 15 against Almir Talik. One thing about Tim, it is not a fault or a bad thing. He's a very fast fighter, likes to get in there and just go for it. Yeah. Not very meticulous at this point in his career. And sometimes you see that cost him, as it might be doing right here, right now.
Yeah, you know, he did pretty well getting that reversal, and I
going for the
I
arm
totally
bar.
agree with what you're saying. And now you got some spider monkey
stuff. You call that
stuff.
a wheelbarrow?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, that was actually a really, you know, it's just funny because that's a great way to escape the mount in jiu-jitsu. Whoa, nice
uppercut by Tim Cameron.
And front kick.
Going for the front kick, good. Blocked by Trantham there as he takes Cameron back down to the ground.
And you see how Tyler had the nice little, he ran the pike with the single leg, and he's going right to mount, just cruises right to mount, uncontested. And this is where you see a little bit of a difference. Uh-oh.
Trantham in the black trunks, Cameron in the gray trunks. Trantham throwing the right now, just bouncing Cameron's head off the mat with 45 seconds left in round number 1.
And here you get the escape. This is actually what it should look like if he pulls this off. Oh. See, Trantham is so high in mount.
Right.
He's underneath.
Continuing.
He's underneath the armpits here.
Not a lot Cameron can do. He calls it just like that. Tyler Trantham gets the TKO over Tim Cameron in round number 1. We've talked about it before. You look at Tim Cameron's past fights, all of them ending in round number 1 with the exception of his MMA debut. All of them, a minute 40, minute 41, and then, of course, back at MTF 1, gets the KO in a minute 35 of round number 1. As we go to the Project Filter replay, brought to you by Project Filter. You decide when. We'll show you how. Visit projectfilter.org. There's that early takedown by Tim.
Yeah, that was a belly-to-belly suplex that got reversed. And then, big uppercut. But it kind of hit right in the chest, throat. It didn't connect. If that would have connected, that would have been brutal. And there you have the single leg takedown. And then what happens is Trantham just cruised right to mount. And then here you get mount, and Trantham is so high in mount that, you know, Cameron has no hips right here, can't buck him off. And then you just get rained glory. Unbelievable.
a round 1 TKO victory for Tyler Trantham. He will improve to 3-2. Tim Cameron will fall to 1-4. The fighter nickname for Tim Cameron is No Soul, but I would like to say that Tim Cameron has a lot of soul. He has a lot of heart. He has a lot of fight in him. He's been a great competitor here at Front Street Fights. Been great to the promotion, always willing to help out. It's just one of those things I think maybe patience would probably help him go a long way.
Yep.
We're going to send this one back inside of the cage with Britt Talbert to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner at 2:37 of the first round. Our referee ruling day stops about due to strikes for our winner, fighting out of the red corner, Tyler Trantham.